Hi, today we are going to talk about cardiac auscultation. Very basics. Now we are going just to revive the basic part of the cardiac auscultation. That what part you must know prior to getting the murmur know in your mind. Now we often get confused when we read the crazy part of theory that what is systolic murmur, diastolic murmur, and we are unable to correlate it with the actual happening of the valves there and the activity of the ventricles atria at that time, and that is very essential in knowing the abnormal heart sound during the cardiac auscultation. Without knowing that, we can't pinpoint, or we can't get even closer to the diagnosis. For example, when we know the heart sound, that is lubbed up. Now we often fail to appreciate the we fail to appreciate the distance between the lub and up, what it actually signifies. And when we read in the text, we know that it is systolic, but we fail to recognize when we do it, when we do cardiac auscultation. For example, after lub, it is already, we know that it's the systolic period of the heart. Now when we read the systolic murmurs, which they should be crystal clear in the mind, that after love there would be systolic part of the heart phase, all right, and in that period the atrioventricular valves would be closed, and the aortic and pulmonary valves would be open, and we should know what part of the cardiac cycle is at what the point now, and what the sounds are, abnormal sounds are getting listened by our ears, and so that we can correlate the pathophysiology of heart, and with obviously correlated with the clinical presentation. Now this is the very basic part. And after lub, for example, after lub and after dub, there is diastolic part. So in diastolic we know that there would be open aortic open atrioventricular valves, and there would be closed aortic pulmonary valves. And we should know in the mind that when the blood flows already in diastolic phase, and what murmur could we expect, and we ourselves will denote to the actual point. Now obviously the blood is coming, and what else, what the murmur would signify. All right, now it would make easy if we analyze of every point of the cardiac cycle with the sound. For example, S1 is initial of systolic, S2 is last of systolic from the end of systole. All right, so when we hear S1, we should know, our reflexes should travel towards the systolic part of the heart, and when we hear the dub sound, that is S2, our reflexes would turn down to the initial systole, so that we may interpret the heart sound better. Now let us review it on the whiteboard so that we can understand it better. We have with us here the concentric part representing the cardiac cycle. We can see that the outer circle represents the ventricular part of cardiac cycle, the inner circle represent the atria part of cardiac cycle, and this is shaded portion is systolic part, from the part where they contract. All right, now we know that the scale is 0.1 second. This is 0.1 second, and the whole cardiac cycle we are taking is 0.8 second. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and like this. Now as we know that half the time the heart is relaxing, and half the time the heart is contracting. By contracting, I mean the 0.1 second, at 0.1 second of the timeline. For example, if we create a timeline here, that it is the 0.1 second excuse me, 0.1 second the atria contracts, then 0.2 second, 0.3, and 0.4 second the ventricle contracts. All right, VS and AS atrial systole. Then all the rest of the time, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, the ventriculars and the atria are both relaxing, or they are in diastolic part. All right, now we can here see that the inner part is atria is contracting. Then after the AV node, that passes through the ventricular part, the signal passes through the AV node and bundle of his Purkinje fiber. After that we see the contraction of ventricles. Now this was the part of systole part is at 0.1 second. This is atria, which is getting contracted. Then at the 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 second, we see the ventricle contracting. Alright, then this is the time where there is a joint diastole, that is to say that the both atria and ventricles are in diastolic form. Alright, now just this was to give you a basic knowledge of cardiac cycle, and you may remember this in science. Alright, now this is the part that where I've written that DD, this is the joint. Now this is the 0.4 second part, alright, which is the joint diastole. Alright, now how will be we'll be relating it with the cardiac sound. Now we know that S1 is heard when the AV valves are closed, and S2 is heard that when aortic and pulmonary valves are closed. Alright, now this is the most basic knowledge which we all know and consider it well. Now when we read any theory about the murmurs, and we often get confused that what is systolic and diastolic. Now let us see, now let us analyze it. When I say that this is systolic murmur, I mean to say that after you hear the lub, alright, we know the lub dub sound of the heart, which is lub represent the S1, dub represent the S2, alright, and in between the lub and dub, alright, there is systole. So when you see the lub dub, in between that, if there is any systolic murmur, for an example, an stenosis regurgitation of wall, we'll hear that murmur. Alright, it means that between the lub and dub we have the systole. Alright, and between the dub and other lub, next heartbeat, alright, that you can see the S1, S2, this is the systole. Alright, and between this dub and other sound, it will be creating the other systole. Alright, now after S1 we'll witness the systolic part. This is to say that when we hear the lub sound, the heart is now the ventricles will undergo the contraction because the AV valves are now closed. Alright, they are closed because so that the blood do not regurgitate. Now after that S2 sound, we see that AV valves are closed, sorry, the aortic and pulmonary valves are closed. Now we should make a concept in our mind, alright, they are closed, now this is the relaxing part of the ventricles. Now if any sound comes here, it means that obviously the sound may be coming from when the blood is coming from the left atrium to the left ventricle, or the right atrium to the right ventricle. Alright, right atrium to the right ventricle. So this image should be in our mind when we hear after the dub sound. We know that it is a diastole form and the ventriculars are getting filled. Alright, both ventriculars are getting filled from above chambers, and when there any sound comes, we should recognize it very well, that which murmurs it would denote, or which abnormal sound it will create any abnormality. Now just to revise it once more, when we hear the lub sound, we should recognize the AV valves are closed now, and the aortic pulmonary valves are open. Alright, now the blood would be going through that. Now if any murmur would be getting heard in during cardiac auscultation, we should be able to correlate it well. Now after dub sound, lub dub, S2 sound, we know that this is now undergoing diastolic. Alright, diastolic, and here we may witness any murmur. So this image should be in our mind when we auscultate, and and you can witness the importance of what we say, that lub dub, and between lub dub we have systole, and after that dub we have a diastole, and then lub. Thanks for viewing this video. Goodbye.